Siakam, or I guess I should say new Siakam, I guess. We're going to get our first look at the new Shibwe tribe. Come on in, guys. All right. Get a little first look here. Who made it through the next round? Mason. Voted out at the last tribal council. All right. Next round, guys. To be clear, you are staying in your red and in your blue. However, for this round, the twist will be that you will be competing in this challenge against your own tribe members for individual immunity, and both teams are going to tribal council. First of all, let me get that back, because that's not going to be here for this round at all. Individual immunity for this round.
In this individual immunity challenge, players will be competing head-to-head against members from their own tribe. Each player will have 3 throws to try and stick an axe into the board. The player at the end of the round with the most points wins individual immunity.
Siakam, you guys won last round. Come on up. Ready? Whenever you're in.
Wow. That was not, I was joking, I swear. Nice.
Eli. A grand total of 0 points.
There you go.
Cameron with 2 points.
Okay.
Cameron with 2 points. Cameron with 2 points. Sonia Mack. First throw a little short.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
High. And off. Sonia. Cameron's first place still with only 2 more to go. All right. Neil. First throw.
Whoa.
Hard.
What?
2
Nice.
points. And Neil is
I
tied.
feel like you have a disadvantage just going for a second.
2 points. Neil. 4 point. Let me confirm. Yep. 4 points for Neil, just to confirm. Chris, 2 points. Chris, maybe 1 point. When the judge ruled that. That might be a tie game, though. That's in the. Wait, it's white. It's white. It's white. It's wedged in the white. It's hanging over into the red, but it's wedged in the white. So it's 4-4. Neil, come back up. We tied, so we're gonna reshoot. Neil first.
Not the word they use.
Short on the first one.
Oh.
Again.
No.
And maybe 2 points. I think it's 2 points.
Dude, that's in the red.
It's way more than the red. Yeah, it's 2. All right, so Chris has to get 3 points to win this.
Oh, there it is.
Game right there.
Oh, right.
Chris wins individual immunity. Chris. Turn.
Change the plan, guys. Change the plan. Change the plan at tribal.
There you go. Leah almost gets 1 to stick.
Sarcophagus prepared yet?
Probably 2 points. We'll confirm. Oh. Leah with 2 points. Adrian a little high. A little left. And a little left.
Sorry, Abby.
Annie, first throw short. Second throw. Right distance, wrong end. Last throw off. Leah with 2 points in the lead. You have 2 left.
Oh.
A little short. Next throw. Also short.
Nice.
Alex, what do you think?
3 or 2.
I'm saying 3.
Is that the 3?
I
think it's
It's wedged. I know it's mostly. It matters though. Is it wedged in white at all? Yeah, it is. It is. Okay, Moretta with the 3. Very close, but it is wedged in the 3. Moretta got a 3. Yeah, that's a 3. So Moretta in the lead right now. Here's first one does not stick. Second throw. One maybe. I'll double check that though.
That was wild.
Second throw is
Good toss.
It's a 2 and a 1. So it's a tie game. Drew and Moretta rethrow. Moretta, you were up first, so you go first again.
Blue cheeses.
Oh.
Moretta's first throw is off. Second throw coming in.
All right.
Pretty solid throw there.
Do it again.
Oh, just high. 2 points, I think. Just confirm. 2 points for Moretta. Drew has to beat 2. First throw just doesn't stick.
Okay.
Second throw also
Once.
bounces off.
Bullseye time. Bullseye
Hitting
time.
The handle?
target, I
Okay.
think. And that's it, 0. So Moretta, come on up. Individual immunity. Turn. I'll put it on over your head there, and nice little piece of jewelry there. Individual immunity, safe from the vote for this round. All right, both teams now. You're going to tribal council. Siakam, you guys had 10. Sheboy, you guys had 8, which means that 2 things, guys. So that means overall, winning tribe is Siakam. You don't win immunity as a team, though. What you do win, you choose whether you want to pick who goes to Advantage Islands or if you want to go to tribal council second. Talk about it. Which one do you want more? You guys chose to pick who goes to Advantage Islands. You need a minute to discuss that. Go ahead. You have 2 minutes.
Nothing can happen to you anyway. Yeah. If we send you, and if you lose, there's nothing that can happen. But you can also gain something for the team. Yeah, whatever wins, get this. Then and you can give those away or use them to be happy for someone else.
Yeah.
Or just keep them.
I think
for the team. Yeah.
It's a smart thing.
Makes sense.
Because it's not like we can't, even if we wanted to.
You can't strategize against me. That was my thought.
So.
Yeah. So you're safe, and you can pick up something for the team.
Does that
who's
make
going
sense
over there?
to note?
All right, you guys ready?
Does it make sense to say Moretta for the same reasons, or
No,
no?
I think-
I don't know anything about the show.
1 minute. You need it.
So
You need it.
Yeah, 1 minute. 1 minute.
I mean, should we see
Literally.
Moretta? Or
6-0.
if we want to win this, honestly, I would pick Chris against Annie. If we want to just win it, so not only do we have his protection, but we also have whatever he's able to get.
I'm fine with that.
Choose the other person.
Yeah,
Yes, that's what we do.
I'm fine with doing that.
Yeah, I like it.
5 minutes.
Same.
Breakdown. Yeah. All right, Siakam. To your tribe. Who's going?
Chris and Annie.
Chris, and then Annie or Sheboy. All right. Chris and Annie, go ahead and step forward. Come over to Alex over here. Head over to Alex over here. All right. Siakam, you're going to be in tribal council first. 10-15 minutes and we're going to tribal council, okay? And then you guys will be right after them. As soon as they're finished, you're coming in. Nope, 2 tribal councils, separate. You're with them, red with red, blue with blue. All right.
Yeah. We have the original.
And so that got like they tried to put off Leah, and so they didn't know if I would go Leah or if I would go Mason. So they're trying to like take them, and then they were trying to do like half Mason, half Drew. Like it got really.
For this round, you're going to gain information regarding an advantage that's in the game. Nothing here, but in the game. You're going to both have an opportunity to get advantages during the next challenge. So I have a video to show you where an advantage will be hidden in the next challenge, okay? And basically, all you need to know is that at my feet are 2 cones. Under each cone will be an advantage underneath the cone. So what will happen is basically it's going to be a gender challenge where the guys will face off against the guys, girls against the girls. So once you get up to the cone, I'm going to deliberately put you on one side and put you on a different side. So you can't have each other's advantage, just the one that you're up. So you'll be up in front of the cone. When I say go, you can grab the advantage if you want. But once you win or lose your individual one-on-one match, once that happens, you can't get the advantage anymore. So from go till somebody wins.
We're the only 2 that can pick up the advantage.
No, but no one else knows it's there.
Okay.
Okay. So it's up to you to say like, hey, if you want to do this, whatever.
Awesome.
Cool. All right.
I felt like I could talk to Chris because I don't know why, but I just felt like I could kind of tell what was going on. But I don't know if I'm going to tell anybody about my advantage or not.
All right, so the win felt good. I didn't anticipate the win, but I was happy for it. Who's not happy about King Tut's necklace? I am a little bit excited because on the way out I was talking with Annie, and she was telling, and Annie's not the, I don't know, maybe she is the strategic type, but she's kind of like telling me about how their team's in a little bit of disarray. Now, the one thing that concerns me, and I'm going to have to deal with this on the advantage side of things and see how it plays out, is that Neil Mack told me last round after we directly split up, he's like, the advantage is here, and he picked it up, but he did not share that with anybody. So I'm trying to decide how I'm going to play that individually or corporately. Knowing where the advantage is at is a huge win, and figuring out how I play this next. I don't have a way to play this next, but I gotta go.
I'm just nervous because every moment that you're away can be.
I'll walk away. I'll go get it first.
We go as a team. No, I'm just kidding. That's scary. Well, my plan was gonna be Chris because he's been leading the charge against me. That's what I hear. So with this, I have literally no idea what to do. Yeah. So Eli told me that red is like sticking, like original red. They're sticking together post merge. So
I need to out.
So
Did you feel like Neil is the leader of the charge?
that's what Eli was saying. He's saying he seems to get conversations going. He seems to be the glue. And if that like strong sense of team is kind of broken, they might not stick together as long. Okay, so here's the problem. Eli did get the advantage during the challenge, and I know what it is. He told me what it is, and so I have to let him in, because if I don't, then he can just use that and completely override us. He gets to steal someone's vote. So I'll talk to him, and I'll see what I can do.
They were conferring.
What?
We were lathering up with sunscreen.
Okay, Eli. So you know how I said Chris. I don't think that's gonna work.
So there might be a problem with that. He might have immunity.
Yeah.
I have a feeling.
So I think we need to go Neil.
Yeah, there's water over here in the cooler too.
What do you think about that?
Well,
Let's get the shot.
I'm for that.
You're saying original Red Strong is going to survive the merge, correct?
I didn't say that.
But that's what you're saying. People are saying.
I didn't say that. It looks, in terms of pure numbers right now, there's more red on the board than there was blue.
So what we're saying is, Neil is a big proponent of. I thought that was him. I was going to cry.
I know, right?
He's a big activist for
Red.
Yeah,
Yeah, I see what you mean. I mean, I think that's the only logical way to go. Alright, I'm not trying to be dark and mysterious. I'm getting more sunscreen.
You just have a way with words.
Nothing beats the flavor of SPF 70.
If you vote me off, it's going to be a long ride home.
An Uber won't take very long.
It's getting uglier and uglier. Turn the camera off, Ben.
It's getting natty out here.
We need the views.
Oh.
You need the content? We'll give you it.
Does it feel uncomfortable being the only old blue here?
All right, he's got this. Wow. It's tough.
I'm thinking Red Strong, guys.
Oh, are you?
The original.
Is that where you're at?
That's where I'm
Your
at.
headspace right now?
I'm going to put this inside. I'll be back.
Diet Coke.
I'll be back.
And that's how it's gonna go. Neil is on page, and to take out Neil now, that will sever like red connections that will make their post-merge alliance.
I don't want to sever. I feel connected to Neil more than I do Sonny, and you're connected to me.
Okay,
Neil is valuable enough to me to use this to assure him.
I
don't want to use that.
I'm hoping that he will sense loyalty to you more than to Red.
A lot of yapping going on. Do I have to use this to change your vote?
I don't think you should use that right now. She's trying to get Neil. So
She's trying to get Neil out?
yes.
She is?
Yeah.
Who she told you that?
I had to bring up that plan because you guys left me and her alone, and it made sense. So,
She told you that?
are they on that page?
No, just. You're a double agent.
I am
You are a double
terrified
agent.
individual being fed so much talk.
You are a double agent.
Was he being deceptive?
Who has the advantage from last round?
The one that I was up for, or what?
No. From last round, from the toss one, there was an advantage on the horse. Who had it?
Oh,
He's got one.
I do?
Didn't he earn one?
I think so.
He earned one.
I earned one we earned one for winning the challenge?
Two of you.
No,
The one that
you
was up
earned
for
one
grabs.
against him.
We didn't earn a...
You got
advantage.
information.
We got
We
information.
got information.
Yeah. What was the information?
That there was like an
On that
immunity
last
idol or
one.
something in there, and I relayed it to my team, but
So who has that information?
So there was one on each side,
correct.
and so when I got brought over, when we were both on one side, neither of us would have done it. So I don't know.
Say it again. Sorry.
One on each side.
A
but
double
we were both on the
agent's
same
coming.
team.
A double agent.
we were
Double
focused.
agent. Double
Did you have info from the last?
She's scared of
I
a
know
double
you picked
agent.
it up. The last advantage. Did you get that? You have info on it.
Did you get it? Did anyone on our team get it?
And Neil told me I'm not on the team.
Who do I vote for? Man, I voted for Cameron the entire time so far. I didn't feel like he was trustworthy, but his brother talks way more than he does. I don't know. But Neil is absolutely like Team OG Red all the way. So that could come back and bite me if I don't deal with that. At least cast a vote for him, you know. But he is the obvious leader. He's the Alexander Hamilton. I'm Aaron Burr.
Siakam, tribal council, and at this point we've all been. Has anyone only been once? I think we've all been twice, right? At least.
Mm-hmm.
So, old hat for you guys. A little twist in the game in the fact that you are going to both be coming to tribal council instead of one of you winning immunity, as happened for you guys last round. Chris, you won this round against your tribe. Do you feel like you needed it?
Verdict's out.
So that's good that you wanted things and you didn't feel totally safe. There are some potential alliances in different directions. Having somebody that you know from outside the game can be a benefit or can be a negative. Neil, do you think it's a benefit or a negative that you have a connection with somebody on your tribe outside of the game?
I don't feel like the connections are very strong. I wish they were stronger. I love loyalty. I mean, I thought you meant in terms of the original teams. From outside the game. I mean, obviously. I mean, we are only 4 days away from celebrating 25 years.
Amazing. Yeah, congratulations.
So there's that. So there's that.
Eli, can you speak to the same idea? Do you think it's an advantage or disadvantage to have a connection with someone else on this tribe from outside the game?
I honestly don't know because it's different. I think this is kind of a general statement that we can all agree on. Marriage is a little different than brotherhood.
What do you think? Okay.
Just a little bit. So it's a bit of we don't, at different times, brothers have like a good connection, and at different times they have a lot of animosity towards each other. So it's kind of been a fluid. It's been fluid to this point, and so it's really interesting to see.
In a similar fashion, we're coming up on 18 years of being brothers.
Okay.
Disadvantage. I want to punch him right now. I do.
It really depends. because some people might come in here and they drop all preconceived notions and they don't see people as who they were outside the game. They see them as numbers, they see them as players, they see them as strengths and weaknesses. And it really just depends on the kind of game you want to play, whether or not you take those connections with you. So it can really be one way or the other.
Sure. I think that we're going to stop. You'll vote.
Sorry again.
At the end of the day, it's Siakam forever. The original Siakam are the OGs of this season. And so that's what we're sticking with. And so now we're trying to slowly eliminate all the dredges of society in the blue team. So, boom.
It's really divided right now. It's getting really intense from what I've been told from all the information, it's Sonia or Neil.
This is bad because I voted for Cameron every single time, but he switched my vote here. Eli. For no other reason. Sorry, bud. You just came on too strong and talked too much.
I feel like this is the moment in the game that will decide whether I get to the final three or not. And if I choose the wrong person right here, this could be my last time voting before I'm out next time. So I could be making some enemies with this.
Ooh. Siakam, before I read the votes, if anybody has an advantage they want to play, now is the time to do so. Alright, we'll get to the vote. Once I read the vote, the decision is final. The person that receives the most vote, bring me your torch. And you'll be the fifth member of the jury. I counted Brooke. 5th member of the jury. Alright, get to the vote. First vote. Sonia. 1 vote, Sonia. Second vote. Sonia. 2, Sonia. Next vote. Neil.
Neil. That's funny.
1 vote, Neil. 2 votes, Sonia. 2 votes left. Vote number 4. Neil. That is 2 votes, Neil. 2 votes, Sonia. 1 vote left. The 5th vote.
Come on, baby. Come on. Come on, baby. Come on.
Eli.
What?
1 vote, Eli. 2 votes, Neil. 2 votes, Sonia. What that means is we have a re-vote. The way this will work is that Neil and Sonia, you will not vote.
No, end this.
Cameron, Eli, and Chris, you will all 3 re-vote. You do not have to vote for who you originally voted for, but you do have to vote for Neil or Sonia. You cannot vote for anybody else. Neil or Sonia. Alright? Go again.
I made my own immunity idol. I don't know if it's going to work or not, but I'm going to keep it in my pocket. Oh, gosh.
As we said before, once I read these votes, the decision is final. Players voted off will be the 5th member of our jury. 5th member voted off. Grab a torch, bring it up here. We'll move on. Let's get to the vote. This time we only have 3 votes, so 2 is enough. Vote number 1. Sonia. 1 vote. Sonia. Vote 2. Neil. 1 vote, Neil. 1 vote, Sonia. 1 vote left. The 5th person voted off on Survivor Indianapolis Season 5, and the 5th member of the jury, Neil. Neil,
The aisle.
after the tie, that is 2, that's enough this time. I need you to bring me a torch. Neil, the tribe has spoken. Time for you to go. I'm glad I asked questions about, relationships of people out of the game because that paid off, right? So, the next phase of the game, getting ready to start. We're ready to go, so I'm going to grab Shibwe. You guys want to just hang out right at the edge of the barn here? I'll call you in just a minute, okay?
You just got voted off in tribal council. Disappointing in one sense, but somebody's got to go. Lost to my wife, which she's a wonderful teammate, of course. Obviously, in 4 days we're gonna celebrate 25 years. It's a bummer, but I think the original red team is still super strong. That's what matters most. That's the pack that we made originally. So if I do happen to get back in, it's going to be sink the blue team and lift the red team. If asked to ever do this again, absolutely, without even thinking about it.
I love you, babe.
It's you or me or me. Basically. Yeah. See, but that's hard for me though because I don't know you guys as well. You do. I don't know. My only logic is we're gonna want. I feel like we're gonna want you out. You think he's gonna turn against? I just think he's gonna maybe do good individually later. Maybe that's not accurate, but I feel like it is. I think we should stick with our gut violence and just not go and like shooting Amy. Like, okay, we hate to do it, but like Advantage Island has worked for us so far. Let's just keep with Amy. She wasn't team. Yeah, because we kind of ended up going with whoever went to Advantage Island. They weren't there to talk and strategize. Yeah, that's what we would do like, too. Okay, she's struggling a little bit. Yeah, physically, like she may have us in the challenges, which that may end up getting us here in a minute. And we could say that she said earlier that she feels like she's the weakest link. She did say that. So I'm like, oh yeah, we still have to go to tribal council.
Yeah, that's fine. So.
John, talk to you, do your thing. I know I sort of interrupted the.
Well, no, you're good. I will talk to Adrian for that.
No, we're going with, we're sticking with the go.
Okay, so Drew's on the chopping block, which means he's gonna play his immunity. I don't know if he will because we convinced him that it's you. Okay, so I am which is believable. You're the scapegoat. Yeah, we just said that because you didn't do super good on the last challenge, that it was gonna be you. But we're voting for Drew. Okay. Because here's our logic. That was my thing with on this last part. But my thought is he's going to play really good when it gets down to single players. So even though it kind of weakens our team now, I feel like Drew could win the game.
I know. Yeah, that's kind of where we're all at. Yeah. So Moretta and Leah and I all agree that Drew should win.
Okay.
But he's very convinced that it's you.
He's very convinced that it's me. Should I try to get something going to like get Leah out or whatever? Be like, hey, eventually she's going to go. She's one of the older players, like. Or should I just be like, I don't know.
Don't say I don't know because everybody knows. Like, if you say you don't know.
No, should I just say, oh, I know I'm getting out? Like, I know I've played that for the last couple rounds.
You could. I'm trying to think through it.
I could say Adrian was super confusing. She talked about, like, Leah and then you. And then, like, I think she's coming for me, though. Because, yeah, she was super, like, cagey and kept on changing her story.
Yeah, I like that. That works.
You think that's good to go?
I think so. Yeah.
Here.
How are the dynamics on your new team?
You wanted to vote blue, to honestly tell you the truth, but we can't right now because she got the immunity. So, sort of up in the air. I haven't really heard a name one way or another. So.
That's dangerous.
I know. I'm frankly very nervous.
Yeah. Just butterflying your foot.
Thank you. Nature appreciation moment. What's its name? Jeff with a G. Geoff. Okay.
I don't know if I'm going to tell anybody about my advantage or not. Because I have a feeling that I'm going to be voted out. So it's probably going to be between me and Drew at the next tribal council. We'll see.
So, Shibwe, tribal council, coming up in just a couple seconds here. We're going to get to a vote. As you can see here by our front row, we have Siakam here to watch. Neil voted off this round. Neil's the 5th member of the jury. So, an original Siakam going home off of the new Siakam. So we talked, many of you, no, all of you, right? We talked last round about how much are we thinking forward, how much are we thinking about this round, and then the game totally kind of changed this round in terms of you're both coming to tribal council. So, with that being said, are we still thinking about, overall, you guys said most of you are thinking about now. Are we still thinking about now more than, Annie's like, no, I'm not. I'm thinking about moving forward.
Everything's falling apart.
The game is on, right? The game's afoot. How many original Shibwe members are on this tribe? Just to double check. Original Shibwe, raise your hand. You're blue. Blue from the beginning. Blue. So it's just Moretta. So there's 4 original Shibwe in the game, and 5 original Siakam in the game. So, original tribal lines. You guys asked the question just a minute ago. I think it was Adrian, but it doesn't really matter. Are we going to be individuals next? You have to feel like it's coming soon. How soon do you think it's coming?
1 or 2 rounds.
So very soon. Are you so much worried about making sure that original tribes have a majority still, or are we worried about other things now?
Well, the issue we're running into here is there were talks of different ways to vote, obviously, and one person on the outs who is on the initial Shield tribe is, we can't vote for them, and so obviously we sort of, if we're sticking as Siakam, we got to turn on each other now, and that's where it's going to.
So, unless Moretta decides to give up that individual immunity, which I don't know why she would, we're going to end up next round with original tribes 5-5, or 4-4, excuse me. 4-4, original tribes. So at some point, you're going to have to work across lines. Maybe next round, maybe the round after that, maybe the round after that. I don't know. But for you guys here and now, you have a vote. Let's go ahead and get to it. Moretta, start off with you.
Drew told me that he was going to vote for me if I actually didn't have my immunity, so I'm going to vote for him. Sorry, Drew. Okay. I feel like I was mastermind a little bit behind this, and I am not super confident in it now. So, kind of feel like I stepped away from the conversation and maybe getting betrayed at this point, but I guess I'll find out.
Okay, we'll see. No good answers. We'll see how this goes. Could backfire.
We're running out of options, so girls against guys.
All right, if anybody has an advantage and wants to play it, now is the time to do so. Playing it for yourself?
Yes.
Yeah. All right, Drew, this is a hidden immunity idol. Any votes cast for Drew will not count. Any other advantages before we move on? Make sure. Okay. Once I read the votes, the decision is final. The person that has received the most votes will be the 6th person voted off, 6th member of our jury. Read the votes. All right. First vote. Drew, does not count. Second vote. Drew, does not count. Third vote. Drew, does not count. Fourth vote. Drew, does not count. 0 votes for Drew and anybody else. 1 vote left, which this time will be enough to send somebody home. Not Drew, not Moretta. The 6th person voted off of Survivor Indianapolis Season 5, 6th member of our jury. Adrian. That's 1.
You actually used my
It's enough. Time for you to go. Give me a torch.
I thought it was for sure gonna happen. I'm like 100% gonna happen.
Oh, I am so sad about this.
Adrian. Oh, the tribe has spoken.
It's not. I'm not super convinced.
Time for you to go. All right. Big swing, big idle play. Game continues on. All right. Siakam and Shivwe, you're all here? Oof. Everyone in the game, head to the front porch. Go.
So I'm pretty sad I got out. I had this to use. I didn't use it, and I had a very strong inclination that I should have, and I didn't, so it's okay. If I get back in, I feel like I've been a loyal teammate, so if I get back in, hopefully there'll be enough of the original red team to, I don't know, that everything will be okay. But I feel like I'm a decent player. Maybe that means I would vote back in. I would 100% play again if I got asked.